When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad from the American, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Buckeyes will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tigers offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Keeps it on the draw. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt. He gets a block. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So Ohio State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups? Or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance to go.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Gets the back moving. The give to the fullback. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
He's got the tight end. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass. But when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
They go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Big fullback's got it. Plows through the defense. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Auburn offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, you put the receivers in there, and here's why you do it.
This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Toss sweep to the left. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on
Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
Looking downfield, it's Burks. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion now.
Sprinting away! And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Nice move to pick up yardage. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They're dealing with a second and long. He'll keep it himself. Inside the 10-yard line and shoved out of bounds at the 9.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break at some point in this game. He's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This is like having an extra running back in your back.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Burks. He slings it deep to the left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That's caught. It's Hill. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver. But if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense a little off balance.
If you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the...
He was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. It's Burks. He's going for it all. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. He managed to... The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. That's caught. It's Cummings. Got room on the return. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try the outside to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The give to the back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. To throw, it's Burks. Makes the grab, it's Cummings. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the move. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. He lets it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously...
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
He'll take it himself. Turning it on. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. The handoff keeps working on that clock. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next week.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to it. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Burks. Finds his man, it's Cummings. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Cummings. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. There he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Cummings. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play, and nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that 1st.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Burks. Going for it all. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Going over the top. And it's picked off for the third time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it from here.
it.